Well, first of all, I really want to congratulate the organizers, the Minister for Tourism, the Events Committee, St. Lucia Tourism Association, and everyone who helped, the police in particular. Everybody chipped in to make the festival what it was. And I want to thank them. I want to thank them for buying into the vision of giving St. Lucia a festival that is world-renowned. Giving St. Lucia a name for something, right? And St. Lucia, right now, St. Lucia is known. We have reestablished our name as a country where there is a big music festival, a big jazz and arts festival in May. And that's worth millions of dollars. It's not like boxing in paradise. It's something that it's an international event known in the entire world. Listen, right now, St. Lucia is known that in May we have a jazz festival. And I want to tell you, next year it's going to be bigger and better.
Mr. Pierre, you said the jazz festival is worth millions.
More than millions.
More than millions.
Yes.
Explain that.
You see, first of all, you know our focus is always on the people. You know that. That's our focus. You realize that the economic effect, the economic spill-off, what the economist calls the multiplier effect, was enormous.
But you got judge that now. How could you just say that and judge that?
You could see for yourself. You could see for yourself. You could see the buying. You could see the outfits. You could see the musicians. You could see the number of local artists. You could see all the people who worked at the park itself. You could see the enthusiasm of the artists. These artists now can become international. We can't be myopic. I'll tell you something. You cannot run a country where everything in the country is based on party politics. You understand? The Jazz Festival goes way beyond party politics. It goes way beyond that. The entire country benefits. The entire country, you can see it for yourself. And furthermore, you can't have a country that depends on tourism and the people don't get the benefits of tourism. That's been my mantra, Mike, and you're not more than anybody else. When I became Minister of Tourism in 1997, my vision was the benefits of tourism should accrue to as many people as possible. At the time, the then opposition criticized me too, you know that. How can you have a country where you have a dual economy when it comes to tourism? Tourism is about people. You can spend millions of marketing dollars through travel agents, through airlines, etc. And when the people come here, the local people do not give them satisfaction, you will not benefit. You need to have a society where the people buy into tourism. The people must buy into it because they're the ones who work in the hotels. They're the ones who are the taxi drivers. They're the ones who are the immigration officers. They are the ones who have to be in daily contact with the people. What jazz does is jazz creates a fusion between the people and the tourism industry. And you can't buy that. How many dollars? You know the amount of people who are on social media. You saw the number of cameras that were there. And where you think these things go? Out of the country. You know the young people now who have already booked to come to Lucia for jazz? The number of people who have called me, who have said, listen, we coming next year. Next year we have to be bigger. Next year we may have to move it for 2 weeks.
So St. Lucia Jazz is an advertising tool for the country.
It's a marketing tool, and it's an economic event for the people in the country.
Yeah, I was saying it's a marketing tool.
And an economic event.
Oh, okay, an economic event.
It's an injection of funds that comes out through the multiplier effect.
Okay. But it's one thing to say that, but it's another thing to show documents to say, hey, this is...
Do you want to have, what do you want to have? A survey? Okay, tell me, how much money did Boxing in Paradise bring for the country?
No, we're not discussing that.
I just want to remind you of Boxing in Paradise because we have tried before, and the jazz has been most successful. And you must understand, in 1997, we continued the Jazz Festival, We never said the Jazz Festival was a creation of any political party. We continued. In fact, we expanded the Jazz Festival, we brought it to the people. But there seems to be, anytime there is anything that will involve people, there's opposition. I don't understand why. Anything to involve people. We think that we must have all our wealth from horse racing. We can't.
Was there a budget for this year's?
Yes, there was a budget. There's a budget for this year's event.
How much is it?
The budget for this year's event, it was included in the tourism budget. It was there. And it wasn't $8 million for the festival. There was $8 million in the tourism budget to deal with these festivals.
I mean, sir, you urge solutions to be safe and enjoy the jazz over the week or so.
And of course, you saw for yourself. I mean, it was a big peace and love. You didn't see the contentment on the face of the people of Lucia. Didn't you see the joy? Why are we always want a country to be tense? Why we get tense and we fighting and we dealing with things because we lost elections? No, the country was happy. You didn't see the country. You didn't see the lightness in the air. Why are we always looking for tenseness? Why always want to be able to spread bad news? Let's enjoy the good news. The country will benefit, because this thing is just, it's no use we believe we can create. I'll tell you something. When you create a psychological fear in the country of bad news, even though you win elections, it follows you, It follows you. Elections are one day. When you create an atmosphere of dissatisfaction and abuse and vilification of people for political purposes, it follows you. Right now, we need to create opportunities for the people of St. Lucia. The Jazz Festival is a creation where you can help opportunities. The musicians get exposed. What about our event planners? People who deal, our sound engineers, who are learning from the expertise that come in. Creating an industry. The Jamaican economy is based a lot on music and the creative industries. The South Korean economy is based a lot on creative industries. Why do we always want in St. Lucia to sell ourselves short and to deal with conflicts? Why is conflict always the best news? Because people are disgruntled and because they lost elections. Yes.
I have a question about the Jazz Festival.
Please. Don't you about the artists who fail. The Minister of Tourism dealt with that already. Next one. No, is that?
No, I agree with you.
I didn't even say a word.
Right, I knew that. You haven't looked at the Minister of Tourism dealt with
You know what? Let it go.
the Minister of Tourism, yes. Next question, yes.
Well, we saw,
Another one I'm coming to you, yes. Mhm.
No. But that's right.
Yes.
we saw the return of, the opening of jazz was hosted at, in your constituency.
Yes. And by the way, the road was fixed a long time before.
Yes. But in the aftermath, I saw some persons opining or calling for Soca Monarch finals and that to return to. Is that something you might be advocating for?
Only what I advocated for was the return of the old jazz to Jamaica. Anything else depends on the people, the organizers.
So you won't be advocating, or?
I will be advocating for anything for good of my constituency. But what was up my street was to open it in my constituency. Micah enjoyed it. Micah is from there. You know that?
Yes, I agree.
Mr. Premier, so just I guess your thoughts in terms of the expectations for the future Jazz and House festivals and how they can work in tandem with our Youth Economic Agency to bring out the best of St. Lucia's youth.
First of all, we have to deal with the timing. Look like the 4-day span, 3 days becoming too short, right? The youth economy, and that's doing well. We've been doing very well. We are on the verge of getting some external funding. And if you realize, part of the economic reason for the youth economy was to turn young people's hobbies into entrepreneurship. Music, arts, the other creative industries are normally starts as a hobby. It expands to become a business, and that's what we're going to do. So there's going to be looking for fusion between the young people, and that is why you see a number of young artists are emerging. You see, what jazz does is it gives people exposure And these young people are saying, listen to me, we can go on the world stage. We can do it. It's a work in progress. It's not going to happen this year. It's a work in progress. And that's why in the postmortem, I hope that the officials look at the postmortem and see how we can improve it. And you guys, you journalists, you must help us. You see, you must understand you also have a responsibility to the country. A responsibility, not a responsibility always to politicians who want to push their own agendas. A responsibility to the country. You are you are the voice. You have to be the voice of reason to help people, to understand these things happening.